Welcome back, everyone. We are bringing you another series between these two. These teammates, these juggernauts. Spawning up at the top left for Dragon Kites Gaming, it is herO. In the blue. And his opponent. Spawning down on the bottom right for Dragon Kites Gaming as well, it is Dark. In the red. And he is sending out a very early drone. Dark. Dark. What cheeky shenanigans are you up to, sir? What have you got on the mind? You got something sneaky. Is it going to be a hatch block against his opponent specifically? What's it going to be? Oh, the drone. Getting a lot of work done to this probe. Hang on. Wait, what? Oh, sneaky. Where are we going? Are we proxy hatching or are we building the hatch? We're building the hatch in the natural. Okay, so we're hatch blocking. Did we kill the probe? No, it's still alive. It's still alive in the main. Cancel on the pylon. Ooh, probe. We'll see Dark's drone. herO's got to be careful, of course, with this. There is a gas and a pool coming up here for Dark on the other side. Twilight count, or yeah, Cybernetics core coming on in for herO. And the hatchery, 6 probes on top of it. He wants to take that down as quickly as possible. Look at this. These 4 probes are rallied back to mining. These 2 are going to attack to the right side. Dark, is it going to be the Evo chamber cancel? Cancel into Evo chamber. Use the creep that's been generated off the hatchery. No zealot was created. So if he were to get that, that would have been a big deal. Oh, he gets it again. Oh, herO doesn't block it the second time. That is a huge pain. With no zealot, that's actually a huge pain. Can he get the Evo chamber block this time? Yes, he does. herO is losing so much mining time. And an Evo chamber generates HP at a very fast rate. So you can see that the probes are barely killing it. This hatchery is so delayed. Meanwhile, other side of the map, the pylon was finished. It's going to get killed off. Is he going to drop a Cybernetics core? He is. He is. Dark should get back on top of this. Because now, okay, yeah, you want all 4 lings and the drone on top of this. This is actually pretty good for herO. The fact that he's gotten this block and kills the drone. This gets complicated for Dark, actually. Because now herO does... Oh, man, I'm not even sure whose position I like better. Oh, okay. That's funky. herO goes for a quick robo. And Dark gets a Roach Warren and... Oh, he gets a Roach Warren. Wait, what are we... Is he actually going to commit to this? Adepts, they're not shading forward, right? Ooh, that's bold. Lane speed has got to be getting close to completing. You have to assume that it is. Is Dark actually going to let this finish? Is herO going to actually let this finish? herO can't deny it. He doesn't have a Forge. He doesn't have Zealots. Dark is going to be able to pop out Roaches. Okay, Immortal is being produced. Oh, this is so funky. Dark is all-inning so hard right now. herO's getting a Robotics Bay? Okay. That's bold. I like that herO just keeps checking. He's like, so, you gonna cancel your hatch yet? And Dark's like, no. It's like, haha, okay. Would you like to? He's like, no, I would not. And he's like, could I perhaps interest you in canceling your hatchery? The Roach, he's got to cancel the Roach. Yeah, there we go. Ravagers are going to morph on in through the middle of the map. Oh, this is going to be a tough defense. Queen will not complete. These Lings will, though. Oh, can he get the barrier? Yes, he can. He will get that triggered. It's a little bit of damage on the shields. Where do the corrosive biles come down? They are going to land on the stalkers. Oh, and that actually gets one of them low. But with the Immortal now out, this should be a hold. Dark, this all in. It ain't happening. There's a disruptor about to complete. Now, 2 of the gateways do get depowered and the shield battery as well. He did not use battery overcharge, but look at that. Oh, no, corrosive vials. Oh my God, he missed. The shield battery overcharge healed through the corrosive vials. Still, Lings are coming on forward. Disruptor. Is that going to be able to get the connection that it needs? Oh, the surround on the probes. Drops the disruptor. And we'll get the second Ravager. Third one goes down as well. And it is a hold in game number 1. herO will take the first map in the series. All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top left for Dragon Kites Gaming. It is herO. In the red. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right. His teammate. It is Dark. In the blue. Dark will get hatch blocked. We'll have the hatchery prevented from going down. Oh, herO. I was going to say, it's a bluff. It's a bluff maybe to try and draw the extra drone out of the main. Dark does want the 16 hatch, which I agree with. I think that's always better. herO. Such a fantastic micro player. Really impressive stuff and a solid defense there. And a good read as well. Getting that robotics facility really helped him out. Without that, it's maybe... Well, I mean, if it was a Stargate, he would have had units out. Could have gotten complicated for him, though. Could have definitely gotten complicated. Especially with the hatchery completing in the main base. The only thing that was going to tear it down quickly was something like an Immortal. These skins look so funny. Look at them with their giant fins. All over the place. Wonder if Dark is going to be continuing to play aggressive in this matchup. Now, on a map like this... Ooh, herO gets the pylon down. Where's the Adept? It is shading forward. There's only 2 Lings at the moment. Wait, no, where are the other 2? Where are the other 2? Ooh, can he get the... Well, he could have gotten the hatch. He can still get it, and he will. Okay. Dark building a lot of Lings right now. And he did get into the main base with the other 2. Ooh, he will get the kill on the first Adept. And this looks like it could be very aggressive. herO will clean this up, and he wants the full wall as soon as possible. And I think that's a wise call. Might have had to delay a probe or 2 for a moment, but worth it. Absolutely the correct call. herO does want to see, like, hey, what's going on? Is there something happening? Are there more units coming across the map? He wanted to get the inside scoop on that. And he sees that there's not. Can't be 100% sure, but he's pretty... Seems to be pretty sure. And he's got the full wall anyways. You can always drop a shield battery as an emergency if it does end up being a mass Ling flood. But it won't. It won't. Ooh. Oracle able to get... Oh, just 1 drone. Oh my god, he almost loses it too. 4 HP. Damn, really playing with fire there, herO. Do not want to lose those early Oracles. They are such an important snowball unit. Very quick Twilight Council coming on in from herO before the 3rd Nexus. May very well be for a quick Resonating Glaives play, but could just be super fast blink. We'll see in a moment. Nice snipe on one of those larvae. Got to be careful, though. This also taking a lot of damage. Yeah, this much damage on your first 2 oracles is not comfy. He's got a combined 26 hull damage on the 2 of them. What is it going to be, by the way? We do have a little adept move out coming on in. And Dark, does he have enough to deal with this? Okay, it will be Glaives. Ooh, and it's actually going to be a lot of gates, too. He's already on 2 gates, adding 3 more. Dark getting up to a Baneling Nest as well as that +1 melee. herO for the moment. Just kind of poking forward, checking. I do like these Starglaives plays. Now, usually I'm a big fan of the, like, 4-gate glaives after a Stargate. 6-gate feels like you need to get so much damage done. Ooh, Stasis Ward. Oh, quick pull from Dark. herO could have actually killed that 1 drone with the 2nd Oracle, but he has, I assume, elected to save the energy. Ooh, Baneling's going for a big attack. Now, this is funky. I did not realize this was Dark doing basically an all-in. Sentry's going to warp on in. Oh, nice wall at the front. Yeah, this is a massively committed all-in with the Queen Walk. All 6 Queens coming across the map here. Stasis Ward gets all the Lings and Banes, and now the Queens are very exposed. Resonating Glaives is done. That Stasis Ward was MVP. Big Stasis. But he does need to clear out either the Queens or a lot of the Banes before everything finishes up, because he's still got a lot of units to contest. Oh, no, no, don't lose the Oracles. No, why? He just walked it into the Queens for no reason. Force fields are still available. herO is being very cautious. Nice splits right here. The Adepts do need to get rather close to these Banes in order to be effective. But that's going to be a great hold from herO. Oh, Shade forward. That's going to be all the Queens getting picked off here. Don't let the Oracle die. Nope, good. Keeps it alive. Dark, he is in so much trouble now. Does he have any Queens? Okay, he rebuilt 2. He's building 2 more. But herO is up in workers. He starts a +1 air weapons now. Wait, why would the probes want to get back into the natural? They should be going further. Okay, they do go further forward. Yeah, he adds on 3 more gases and +1 air weapons despite not having a Stargate. No, what am I saying? He does have a Stargate. Despite not getting a fleet beacon just yet. Or a 2nd Stargate. What's he going to do with that? Like, it's nice to start it up fast. Don't get me wrong. Dark. Ooh, the Adepts are going to shade forward. Half of them do into the natural. Oh, and they walk into a bunch of Banes. Ugh. Meanwhile, Bane counterattack just found 12 probes on the other side of the map. All of a sudden, Dark's kind of just right back in this game. After a couple of weird blunders from herO. herO is going to move forward on the bottom side. That was not a pretty segment there for herO. What does Dark have to deal with this? He's got 5 Banes, 9 Roaches. Ooh. Oh, the Adepts are going to walk into another trap. Can he split well enough this time? It's a lot better. It's a lot better. The Adepts are going to shade into the natural, but most of them are pretty bruised up. These are +1 melee Lings, and that will be a cleanup. And the supplies that were looking so great for herO just about a minute and a half ago have now flipped. And it is now Dark who is up a little bit of supply. herO, though, is going triple Stargate carrier. Ooh, more Adepts coming on forward. War Prism will try and find an opening. Dark got supply blocked at 104 for a very long time right there. And he's got no idea about these carriers. So even with herO kind of losing a lot of his advantage... Well, this is a nice little bit of harassment right here. Even with herO losing a lot of his advantage, this is still going to be difficult for Dark to deal with if he doesn't identify it very soon. And herO immediately starts up +2 ship weapons. Yeah, I'm actually still not a fan of Dark's position. Just because he's not prepared for these carriers in the slightest. You need the Spire. He's got a decent drone count, but it's not amazing. And if herO, especially if herO gets this 4th base up kind of for free, because herO's got 1 Immortal, 2 Sentries, and an Oracle. That is his ground army right now. Ooh, Overseer. Okay, Overseer sees this. Starts up the Spire. But, I mean, it's already +1 carriers. There's already 2, soon to be 3 of them. Yeah, 3rd one's going to pop out now. Dark, he's going to start to move forward. He's got roach speed. And the main thing is that herO just doesn't have a lot of meat. Ooh, Stasis Ward. Okay, nice job from Dark. Does target it down. Roaches are going to get in on top of this base. Immortals, well, I mean, they're shooting Lings, but that's not what you really want. Ooh, Force Fields, Force Fields. Nice, Force Fields right there. We'll keep these sentries alive as well as the probes, most importantly. Funny to see +2 air weapons, more than halfway done, and +1 ground weapons just starting. Carriers moving in on the bottom side. Got to be a little careful. You got to assume that the Spire is going to be completing very shortly. Oh, but I mean, if he can just pick off a couple Overlords or something and get out, that's not so bad. Dark, he's going to have the money for so many Corruptors. Like 14 Corruptors to start. 15. 16. Ooh, we will see the ground army getting jumped here, but I mean, that's a lot of carriers here with +1. They will get a lot of pickoffs. 5 carriers, they're all fully loaded. 3 more carriers about to be hitting the field. I mean, you got to be careful. There's no Archons to cover, but there is a Templar Archives hitting the field very shortly. 2 more carriers pop out, a 3rd one about to complete as well. 8 carriers with +2. And a full complement. I'm going to give them good odds against a... I'm going to give them great odds against 16 Corruptors. Ooh, Oracle does spot these. And there's that +2 ship weapons completing. We've got... Do we have any Archons? There's 1 about to hit the field. There's the Corrosive Biles on the carriers. Getting some big connections with the Corrosive Biles. Battery overcharge will keep this 1 carrier alive for a while. Oh my god, it's keeping alive for so long. Meanwhile, the Corruptor's getting shredded in the air. Only 4 of them survived. He lost 12 Corruptors for 2 of the carriers. On the ground, things went better for Dark than that. But overall, that was a good fight for herO. Yeah, the +2 air weapons really made a big difference there. And the battery overcharge helped keep that 1 carrier alive for a really long time. Dark, I think he shot his shot, kind of. herO, he's not adding on more carriers, which is a little bit surprising to me. He is going to get supply blocked here. How many Archons does he have? He's got 2 Archons. I would like to see them maybe rally together with the carriers. We also have a Mama ship about to pop out from this 4th base. -400, 400. Ooh, couple of Corruptors. Nope, they're gonna be fine. herO just about to max out. I don't know that Dark can fight this army. He's going to try and go for the base trade. herO, ooh, he's got to be a little bit careful about how he moves this army. But he's going to be kind of fine here. Corrosive Bile does connect on the mothership. Ooh, Disruptor. Nice split from Dark, but it's still going to be a few kills. And herO. Yeah, I really don't think this army... I don't think Dark can fight this army, but, like, base trading is not really an option. It's just layer. There's no hive. Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, Zealots could get found here. And they will get swallowed up. Ooh, looks like an Archon was picked up. I do like the addition of more Archons more than the additional Zealots. And these carriers, they're going to clear up everything here if it sticks around. Meanwhile, the Corruptor's trying to find this nice little time warp here. Mothership will fall. Are there enough Corruptors to clear out the carriers? There will be, but Can he even deal with the ground army? No, I don't. Now I don't think so. There's nothing on the ground. There's 3 roaches and 26 lings. 26 roaches trying to hit the field, but herO is going to crush through and take game number 2. And he will put himself on match point. All right, here we go. Game number 3. Spawning up at the top left for Dragon Kites. The game it is herO. In the red. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom right. For Dragon Kites game as well, it is Dark. In the blue. Of course, as they are teammates, they know each other very well. They play a lot of matches against one another. And they've got a really entertaining set of matches. Dark going straight up to 17 drones, by the way. And will just drop the hatch. Oh, herO wants to make sure. He's like, hey, you're not just proxy hatching me, right? You're not going to do some kind of proxy hatch spine crawler rush? No? Okay. Good. Can't be having that. Because Dark has done that before, specifically on this map. And it can be really effective. It can be extremely effective. herO, he's being a really impressive nuisance with this probe. Knocking drones quite askew. Oh, look at them just bouncing around here. Against their own will. Stealing minerals away by denying the mining. Nice job. Nice job, herO. Good job. Of course, this is something you want to do in order to justify the cost of an early scout. You're like, okay, well, I've taken away a little bit of my own income by sending that out a little bit earlier. So I'm going to take away a little bit of yours. Oh, herO, by the way, with a terrible pylon placement. That actually blocks this gas, like... It might not block it in terms of actual much mining, but it just looks so ugly. Ugh. I just hate it. I'm just mad about it. Yuck. Oh, do like that little rally down to the natural. Just not going to waste as much time. It's the little things. It's the little things. Big fan of the little things. Yeah, he can definitely just send the probes to the bottom side and it'll be fine. Trying to figure out if there are any gaps where a probe pops out. It's really not that bad. At worst, it's like, it just looks bad. Really, it just looks bad. But it does bother me on a fundamental level because I look at that and I'm like, nah. We are going to be seeing the 2 Adepts maybe shading forward here. Dark is building a good number of Lings, but they're not out yet. Okay, Adepts do not shade forward. There's only 2 Lings at the moment. Adepts do, in fact, go back home to try and set up the 3rd Nexus location. Dark. Ooh, he is going to be able to get in on top of these Adepts before they get themselves tucked in. No, they will. Nice job, but it will be a full surround. Well, not a full surround, as best of a surround as he can get. And it will be enough to kill these 2 Adepts. Second Oracle does get back out. Ooh, nice wall at the natural. Hey, good job from herO. Very good job. Dark still. Nice little pick off. Double Oracles have not yet used their energy at all. So they are charged up. Charged up and ready to go. Evo Chamber once more from Dark. Not as fast as it could be, but still very quick. And still the first unit of tech. Ooh, Oracles get 1 drone. But Dark is able to pull away and saves the majority. Oh, nice Oracle control from herO here. The trick is to keep the movement going while stutter stepping back, which is easier said than done. There is an absolute art to it. Absolutely, there's an art to Oracle control. Dark, pretty quick 4th hatchery right at the 5-minute mark, just a little bit later. And herO adding on a very quick blink. Very quick. But he's got the forge as well. So it's not going to be anything too out of the ordinary. Ooh, Oracle in the main base. Stasis ward will go off, but yeah, it only gets 1 drone. Good quick pull from Dark. Protects the majority. Keeps them from all getting jammed up. Ooh, Dark supply blocked at... well, he was supply blocked at 74. A couple of overlords were... Or at least one overlord was sniped. Oh, this is a nice find for herO. Oh, but Dark will pull back the queen. And he's able to get the save. Good job. Nice job from Dark. Meanwhile, Adepts do shade in to the natural. Ooh, I'd love an unburrow on the spore. Just to give more surface area, but he's going to do just fine. Oh, hello. Did he just... Wait. Hello? 10 drones just went down. 7 kills on this Adept. Where are drones continuing to fall? What did I just miss? Did the Oracles dive in? I mean, he loses an Oracle and 6 Adepts. Oh, there was Adepts getting into another base. Oh, that's what it was. Oh my god, where... Gets 14 drones in total. Really good damage coming in from herO. Very nice damage. Now we got a robotics-based 2nd robotics facility. herO going to take a page out of Classics book. Ooh, looks like a stasis ward was either killed or canceled. And he's getting double forge as well. No 4th base yet for herO, though. Not just a yet. Meanwhile, that's a very fast hive. But will it be out in time to deal with what is probably going to be a 4 Colossus timing? The answer should be yes. But we'll see if Dark can actually get it up and rolling. Man, another 3 drones just got picked off. We're up to 20 drones killed before the 8-minute mark. That's a really nice setup. These are Zealots. They will not have charge, though. Little funky. Little funky. Dark, if he starts up a couple Vipers right away, will be reasonably well prepared for this attack. But sometimes Vipers isn't the answer. Sometimes it's just pure mass units. Dark, oh man, he's supply blocked again at 142. And a little bit of an overbuild on Overlords will mean that he doesn't need any more Overlords for the rest of the game. And there it is, 2 Vipers getting fired up immediately. And there are 2 Colossus on the field right now. Does he start up 2 more? No, he's going to start up some Archons. Actually, he never got extended Thermal Lance. This is almost a fake. This is almost a fake Colossus setup. Like, obviously, they're still real. And he still wants to get value out of them. But they're not the backbone of his army the way that Classic makes them the backbone of his army. Where's the Observer? There it is. Stalker's got to be a little bit careful. +2 melee is about to complete, as well as +1 missile. That is a lot of roaches here. There is also quite a few charge lots. herO really warping in just about everything. We do see a Zealot or a Zergling flank getting set up on the backside. That is so many Lings here. Ooh, herO trying to move forward. The Colossus going to town on these Lings. And the rest of the Lings trying to swing in from the other side. Nice Abduct on the War Prism. Will cancel the Warp in. And will get the snipe on the Prism. Dark with an excellent engagement. He's going to be able to crush in on top of this. Colossus will go down. Second one getting very low as well. And Dark is going to hold and will look it like at this point he's going to put one on the board. Yeah, herO's only on 3 bases. Last Archon gets a couple drones. That's nice. Not enough. Not enough to make up for that. Dark now has adrenal glands completing. Yeah, herO should not be able to do anything in this game. He's going to try for one last desperation attack, it looks like, but there's no splash damage with this. 18 Blink Stalkers and an Immortal? I mean, it is herO, but, like, come on. This is too much army supply for Dark. He is not going to let an upgrade advantage, not going to let an army supply advantage like this disappear. I said upgrade advantage, but they're actually even in upgrades, really. It's like not even, but it's even. herO's still only on 3 bases. Dark is getting a 5th. And herO is warping in a lot of Stalkers. I mean, the supplies are like a big oh, sorry about that. The supplies are a big difference, but like, ooh, the Immortal. Oh, he does lose it. The Stalker micro so far has been great from herO, and he's actually starting to even up the supplies a lot closer than I expected he'd be able to. Blink micro, very impressive. Ooh, he's got to back off, though. He's got to back off. Got to back off. Got to back off. He's sticking around a little bit too long here. Oh, and it's going to cost him a lot of the momentum he just started to build. But the army supply is now, there's now no difference. Hello? Dark? herO? Is herO actually doing it here? The Zealots coming in are getting a lot of value. Stalker count is starting to get whittled down, though, very low. And these Stalkers are on creep against +2 Adrenal Gland Slings. Yeah, herO should be able, or Dark should be able to get on top of this and clean this one up. But I am actually so surprised and impressed that herO was able to even make it look close. And it still looks kind of close. I mean, these units are getting picked away. This is still close. The supply is, like, they're not being entirely truthful right now. +3 melee, though, completing, and +2 missile is going to be a big problem. Part of the reason, I think, is that the roaches, when they're just fighting, are down 2 upgrades. Ooh, Stalker's going to blink to the side. Zealot's trying to get in on top of this. Bailey's not getting the connections. They were okay, but not amazing. Ooh, Archon will go down. But the other 2 are really getting some big work done. Oh, Stalker's not retreating out. There we go. Now they do. Dark. Okay, I think he finally has actually done it here. herO has made it so much closer than I ever thought he'd be able to. But Dark will, in fact, put one on the board. Damn. That was way closer than I thought it would be. All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top right for Dragon Kites Gaming, it is herO. In the blue. And his opponent. Spawning down in the bottom left for Dragon Kites Gaming as well, it is Dark. In the red. herO? Well, he's going to zip and zoop across the map, and surprise, surprise, he's going to go for a hatch block. Oh, but Dark's like, psych. I see your timing. I see what you've been doing. Oh, let's go, Dark. Very nice. Catches his opponent napping. Oh, that was really nice. That was a great adjustment to the movement that herO's been doing with his probes, and the movement that Protoss players have in general been doing with their probes. He's like, sure, I can't send a drone out reactively if you only send the probe to here, but I can send it down proactively. And of course, all herO needs to do is just stick closer to the hatchery. That's all you need to do. Don't need to do anything fancy. And realistically, there's no reason to be moving further away. But still, nice job. Nice job from Dark to recognize that little bit of silliness that herO was doing. And to punish it. Now, oh, probe is... Oh, man, it's really playing with fire staying in this little pocket. But, I mean, that pocket lets you harass 3 mineral patches at once, so... It's a good pocket. And in order for Dark to get the kill, even pulling all 6 drones into the pocket himself, he wouldn't kill the probe. He would not get the probe kill. But I do think it is always worthwhile to kill a worker if you can. Like, if you can just pull the workers and get the instant kill, do it. It's worth it. It's 50 minerals. 50 minerals plus whatever that probe would mine when it got back home. It's a lot. It's quite worth it. But not everyone agrees with me. And that's fine. This wall looks like it's a problem for herO. Where is he going to put the gateway? Haha, he's thinking about that himself right now. Yeah, that's not a pretty wall. Adept will shade forward. Dark just going to clean up the rocks. herO back at it again with another janky wall. Man, his walls are just the worst. Oracle coming across the map. We'll see what it can get done. Ooh, it goes to the left and then kind of cuts through the middle. Nice little Oracle movement here, but Dark on top of it will deflect. Very nice. Keeping that at bay. There's an art to that. Oh. Adept shading to a nice little position there. Oh, Dark keeping these drones alive for the moment. Here, though, will dart into the natural. We'll be able to find, 3 drones. Not bad. Very good, in fact. And gets the scout on the Evo chamber. And gets another 2 drones with the high HP Oracle. Well done. Now, these Oracles are a little bit trapped. You're going to have to either recall out or at least wait till shields come back. And then they can dart. But we'll see. We'll see. A couple of Adepts are going to shade. Ooh, to the left side and the right. Dark, once again, the supply blocks today have been pretty rough for Dark. herO also getting a little bit supply block, but his Nexus will complete momentarily. Ooh, Lings. Oh, herO's going to go fast carriers again. We are going to see the Adepts in the third base getting cleaned up very quickly. In the natural, the drones are pulled quite fast. And Dark got on top of this from minute 1. He's done an excellent job here. Ooh, Adepts. They get into the main base, but only 2 drones go down. Great defense. 2 drones. Oh, as I say that, Oracle's in the main base. Will find 3 more drones. Almost gets a queen, but not quite. And now, Dark, he needs to identify that this is a 3-base carrier play. Ooh, did he notice that this was spinning? He's got a layer on the way, but it's a little bit late. 4th hatchery is about 3/4 of the way done. Ooh, Adepts are going to get jumped on here by Dark. herO really just trying to keep his opponent's attention occupied with this Adept play so that he can get up into these carriers. And Dark, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of his position. His early supply blocks have cut into his economy a lot. He's not really at the drone count he'd like to be. But the main problem for Dark is that he doesn't know. He doesn't know yet what his opponent's doing. And it's not just the, it's not just the other things. Oh, okay, we are going to see a Baneling run by doing almost nothing. Because there's a shield battery and a stalker in the wall. Meanwhile, drones are getting picked off on the third base, but battery overcharge. Ooh, it's going to try and keep this... Well, it will be able to keep this cybernetics core alive for a while. That's pretty useful here. 7 drones went down on the other side of the map. Dark starts up a Spire, but there's already 2 carriers on the field, and I think it might have been in response to those carriers. No, maybe not. It might have just been in response to this spinning. I think it was. herO adding on a 4th Nexus, Robotics Facility, Twilight Council. And there's that +1 air weapons coming on in. Or finishing. +2 air weapons coming on in. Overlord getting picked off. How many drones and or queens fall? These 2 +1 carriers. Oh, target fire on the high energy queen. That one will get taken down. No, she gets to safety. And the carriers actually go a little bit too deep. How many spores is that? That's 7 spores. Dark is down in supply quite significantly. Ooh, we do see an Overlord getting picked off. Another one. That actually did supply block Dark. Right when he's trying to build Corruptors. That's a problem. Ooh, cannons. Shield battery will keep this alive. There's the 3rd and 4th carriers showing on up. And that is 32 interceptors ready to fire. Now 31. 10 Corruptors coming on out. Oh, that's going to be another dead Overlord. Hey, it's just nice finds on these Overlords. But herO is transitioning into ground. He's getting the +1... Well, ground weapons is about to complete. Charge, though, as well, and the Templar Archive. So it will be the Carrier Archon setup once more. Carrier Charge Lot Archon. And he's even getting the Robotics Bay and the 2nd Robo Facility. I am really liking herO's position right now. Dark's not so much. How many Archons will we have? Well, we're about to see our first 2 hitting the field. Well, first 1, and then second should be hitting the field very shortly. Ooh. War Prism does get found and sniped, but it reveals where the Corruptors are. Also, that's a lot of Corruptors. He's going up to 23 Corruptors. That is too many Corruptors. He's got, like, nothing on the ground. He's got 29 Lings and 81 drones. Caustic Spray going to come on in. Oh, he's using it on the Templar Archives, ignoring the main Nexus. Oh, recalling the carriers into the Corruptors. I mean, I guess he's got one of the Archons, or 2 of the Archons here. That was not it. Why did he just recall the carriers into the Corruptors? I mean, now the carriers are going to be able to go to town, especially with the help of the Archons. That felt so weird. I mean, I guess it was 12 Corruptors for 3 carriers. It's actually way better for herO. But still, it's weird. It's very weird. herO. Oh. He's got a lot of stuff. We do see Ultras, though. Starting up, we've got Chitinous Plating +3 melee on the way. But I am... this is a scary army right now. And what does Dark have to deal with it? Just Lings. They are 2-1 Lings, but they are also just Lings. Ooh, nice wall in the natural. herO will get forced back, and that's going to buy time for the Ultras to hit the field. How many Immortals do we have on the field? Just 1. And no more currently being produced. +2 weapons, though, is going to complete for herO. Getting the 5th Nexus, taking all the vertical Nexi. Ling counterattack does get deflected, and it looks like herO has figured out that it is going to be Ultras. Because he is adding on his own additional Immortals. Ooh, Corruptor's going to Caustic Spray down this Nexus. They're going to try and go for the kill, and they'll get it almost surely. Yeah, once they ramp up, the damage is just so fast. And it doesn't even take that long for them to ramp up. Ooh, no units in the wall! +2 Zerglings going to get into the natural. They're going to rip and tear these probes apart. Meanwhile, Ultralisks have been revealed, but they are going to find some good value. Zealots will get cleaned up here. Meanwhile, Ultras on the bottom side. Oh, Recall's going to come on in. He's going to lose an Archon and a Disruptor, and I think he just lost a carrier too. Yes, he did. Where did he recall? Not into the main. Not into the natural because it's already dead. Oh, Mothership is going to get found and taken down. Archon will fall. We're going to see a carrier getting sniped as well. Dark fighting back hard in this series. And he is looking poised. Oh, he's going to get the robotics facility. No, it will survive with 21 HP. 7 more ultras in the production tab, by the way. Killing that robotics facility would have been really nice. Oh, gotta be careful with the corruptors, but there's only 1 carrier left, so it's kind of fine. Yeah, we've got 3-2 and adrenal glands that all just came online in a very short amount of time. Killing this base was really nice with those corruptors, caustic spray. Ooh, and now Ling's going to try and get into the main base. There will be an Archon. Surround it. Kill it. Oh my god, the +3 cracklings killed that in like an instant. That was so fast. Ultra's going to try and come on in. This is still a little scary. Ooh, you do not want to lose 5 Ultras for free. That is for sure. Carrier will get jumped on and taken out. Meanwhile, the Ultras chewing away the ground army. The Immortals in the back will say, hey, you can't keep chasing. That was still pretty nice, though. And now the Ultras on the bottom side are going to find the rest of the static defense. A couple of Banelings looks like they connected, but didn't get the most done. Still, Dark is going to find the opening on this base and will be able to clean it up with these Lings, I believe. Ooh, Archon's going to get some good defensive surface area. There's battery overcharge getting popped. Yeah, this Archon's going to survive. And so too will the base now. Ling's going to get into the natural, but it's already dead. I mean, killing the robotics facility would be a really high value play. herO still has an army that is very competitive. There's actually even an army supply now. 2 army supply down. Ooh, Dark wants to go for another Ling run by into the main. Into the third. He's going to find an Immortal. herO is backing away, and Dark is going to clear out this whole main mineral line. Well, I mean, there's only 2 mineral patches, but it will be how many probes going down? 16 probes very quickly. Going to get one of the Stargates as well. Depowers the other. herO needs to make a decision at this point because Dark is really outmining him by a lot. I think herO's got to commit, especially with his Greater Spire getting close. If we see Broodlords out, this game is over. herO doesn't have the money to counter them at this point. And he doesn't have the army that counters them yet either. Ooh, that's a lot of Immortals here. 2 of them getting abducted instantly. Make it 2 more. Ultra's not even needing to be transfused just yet. There we go. There's the big transfuses coming on in. And I think with this, we are going to see game number 5. Dark. The Ultras are going to reign supreme. The Corruptors snipe the War Prism. And we are going to see a potential of a reverse sweep. We've got Lings in the main base. Lings on the third base. And herO will have no choice but to tap out. Dark sends it to the ace match. And here we go. Game number 5. Spawning down on the bottom left for Dragon Kaisa Gaming against herO. In the red. And his opponent. Spawning up at the top left, top right. It is Dark. Looking to complete the reverse sweep. Would be quite impressive. herO not going to bamboozle himself this time. He's parking on that expansion location. Least for the moment. Least for the moment. Now, will we see anything funky? We've seen plenty of funkiness, but most of it was in game 1. Dark Making it happen with the Space Cows in Game 4. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what these two players have in store for us on Altitude. Altitude is a map that has a lot of counterattack paths. A lot of opportunity for aggression. I'm interested. I'm very interested. Now, we haven't seen Dark yet in this series going for any Queen Walk plays, besides game number 2, where he went for the Ling Bane Queen Walk. But usually, we see Dark going for Roach Ravager Ling Queen Walks, if anything. herO once again opening up Stargate. No surprise. No surprise. It's good. Does lots of things well for you. Like build air units and help you deal with mutas and shows your opponent what you're building, which I do actually think is a cool mechanic. It's funny that Protoss is the only race that is on like the negative end of that, but I think it's a really interesting mechanic. It's more of a thing versus Terran than anything. Terran with the Reaper Scouts usually gets to see what's going on, but not always a guarantee. Now, first Oracle is going to rally straight across the map. Sometimes you bank it up for 2, but that's pretty rare. That's pretty rare. You usually do that if you think you can get a mind gameplay. Spore Crawler's already in production here on this map. And look at this. This is very cool that Dark has figured out a couple of Spore Crawler placements where mining is uninterrupted by the spores themselves, or minimally interrupted. Ooh, Ling's going to get this round on the Adepts on the other side of the map. Probe will try and help out, but not going to be enough. And we will see both Adepts and the Probe falling. Yeah, for 7 Lings, that's super worth it. Very nice start for Dark. Meanwhile, other side of the map, Oracle has been deflected for the moment, but as I say that, we'll get into the third base, finds 3 drones, and gets out without taking too much hull damage. Nice Oracle control. Very crisp, very smooth. Will be the Forge in the Twilight Council coming on in once again. This time, though, a robotics facility as well. Okay. Could we see charge lots instead of the Blink Stalkers here? I mean, charge lots might be better here. Might be better. Oracles darting into the natural, but we'll get deflected. Did he get anything more? No, he did not. Oh, but it looks like he got the drone trying to take this base. Oh, he gets another one. Oh, very nice. Very nicely done. Later starts up for Dark. Once again, he's going for the melee opener. Is it going to be charge or blink? Oh, that's a fast Templar Archives. It's going to be charge. Oracles of here trying to get a little bit of information. It does take a little bit of hull damage on one of them. Stasis Ward coming up into the main base, but Dark is on top of it. Ooh, 2 Queens do get trapped. That's a little bit of a nuisance. Oh, and he gets another Stasis Ward down. Will this trigger on the Queen? No, it will not. Dark just putting a Ling on the left side for spotting. He's got some good vision on the map so far. A couple of Overlords, one of the Watchtowers, this side Ling. Nice job. Now, is herO gonna dedicate to a big Archon, Charge Lot Archon push? I do wonder. Dark has been playing this +1 melee Ling style a lot, but he hasn't been cutting the Roach Warren either. So I don't know if a big Charge Lot Archon attack would be the play. Dark adding on an Infestation Pit very quickly here. And a very fast Hive. I think herO wants to go for it now. Ooh, Oracle's on the third base. We'll find 5 drones. herO did get supply blocked at 101 for a while. That's why he's building 5 pylons at once. Yeah, this is looking like herO definitely wants to go for this. 4 Archons, an Immortal, no additional probes, no 4th base. He's going. And Dark... Oh, Dark supply blocked at 126. And he's going to lose one of these Overlords as well. Oh, this is looking very scary for Dark. He's getting a Baneling Nest. He's getting 2 upgrades, Roach Speed, and a Hive. Ooh, 1 high energy Oracle does go down. This will come down to the micro a little bit. Observer barely gets out of range here of that Spore. Ling's going to try and come on in. They are not going to be able to add too much value with the +1 charge lots here. And the Immortal will stay alive. herO might just break through, but it is going to be pretty close. Roaches are trying to come back in. The Zealot's getting it on top of them, and a very quick reinforcing War Prism is going to help a lot here. But is there enough to defend? No Roach Speed yet, but it's coming out soon. 15 Roaches are in production. Ooh, Zealots starting to get in on top of the drones here at the third base. Oh, these drones do not want to fight herO. Is he going to be able to prevent the reverse sweep right here and get the victory? It is looking pretty good for him. Drones are going to be able to retreat to the side, it looks like. Roach is being isolated. herO is very dedicated with this, but he's getting the work done. Oh, I think he's done it. The Roach count is still big, but the War Prism micro is good. Keeps that 1 Archon alive. If Dark can manage to hold, he's got such a huge tech lead, but that is a big if, and it does not feel like that is a possibility at this point. Archons, oh, one of them does fall. The Roach count is starting to get pretty high, and he gets a second Archon as well. Ooh, there's the big warp-in of Zealots here for herO. Drones are going to pull back into this. He needs them to help with the fight. Hold position micro. Nice stuff from Dark here. That's going to really bumble up the Zealots. And that will be enough for Dark to break the momentum of this push. He loses the base, but will drive herO back. herO, though, behind this, now builds a second Stargate and a Fleet Beacon. Dark, though, he's got Hive already done. He can start up +3 melee in theory, or Adrenal Glands, one or the other. There it is. Adrenal Gland starts up with the 200 gas he's sitting on currently. herO was very dedicated with this. I mean, he is teching up pretty hard with this carrier transition. And Dark is not prepared for it. herO, go, go. Start him up. There's 1. There's 2. 2. He's got the money. There we go. And +1 air weapons is already about 40% done. Yeah, this is a good position for herO for sure. If Dark could have held this base, would not have been so bad. But the fact that he wasn't able to do so really makes this a lot worse. Still, the fact that he's alive is impressive to me. I didn't think he'd be able to survive that at a couple of points. These 4 Overlords just so randomly in the bottom of the map. herO, first 2 carriers going to pop out momentarily. Seems like he's really been enjoying the 6 carrier count. We'll see if that's what he goes for this game. Are the Oracles? Yes, the Oracles are dead. So that War Prism's mostly just scouting. There's that +3 melee on the way here for Dark. He has droned up a little bit, back up to 72, and he's up and mining from this base, but he does not know about the carriers yet. That's a problem for him. Actually, he's only on 4 queens. 4 queens and 1 spore. In theory, if Dark didn't build any more anti-air, herO could win the game with these 2 carriers. 4 queens and a spore will not beat 2 +1 carriers. And it definitely won't beat 4 +1 carriers. Ooh, Void Ray's coming on in. herO anticipating that Dark scouted this. Joke's on you, herO. I didn't see anything. This push looking scary here. herO's just about maxed out. They both are pretty much maxed out. Corrosive Biles are going to need to be the answer to these carriers right now. Ooh, Ling's on the left side. Will get wrecked by these Zealots. Corrosive Biles coming on in. Will, oh, almost gets a carrier right there. But not quite. Still, that might be enough to discourage herO from pushing in. Oh, Zealots coming on in. Corrosive Biles. Oh, they connect on one of the carriers. Gets the kill. That's not supposed to happen. Dark, though. Ah, that's pretty nice for him. Meanwhile, Roaches, Lings, and Baits trying to get in on the other side of the map. Ooh, Archon's not quite able to close the gap on the... Or, well, block the gap. But they will be able to save the probes. Very nice defense right there from herO on the counterattack. Now, herO is trying to add the 5th Nexus. Dark? Ooh, these Archons... Or these Templars... Well, they're going to transform into Archons. Not going to be getting picked off there. Ooh, Dark optimistically morphing Banes. Not going to happen, though. The recall was good. Ooh, these couple of units in the middle of the map will actually get saved by the War Prism. Nice job from herO. Well done. And Dark. Oh, man, these Lings are mostly trapped. He's still got no anti-air to speak of. Yes, there's only 3 Void Rays. Or 3 carriers. But there are 4 Void Rays, and they're going to have +2 ship weapons. And Blink is completing now for the Stalkers. Corrosive Biles are going to land on everything. Big counterattack on the other side of the map, but is there even close to enough to hold? I don't think so. The Ravagers on their own are not going to cut it. And herO, the army is just so big and thick. And these Ravagers... Oh, they do land some big Corrosive Biles, but it's not going to be enough. herO will get the game number 5 and will take the series 3-2. It is a very exciting series, a very weird series, but a very fun one ultimately. Well played by herO, and thank you very much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will catch you on the flip side.